My new master at last! I am C2N2, steward of this vessel. It is my extreme good fortune to serve you.
Glad to have you aboard. Tell me your function, C2.
C2 series droids represent the latest advances in everything from starship technical maintenance to nutritional advice tailored for your specific organic needs. Welcome aboard this Corellian Defender-class light corvette. It was custom-built to offer a Jedi both first-rate combat performance and meditation amenities. Along with the usual accommodations, you'll find a secure captain's locker for storing valuables. Your bridge contains an ever-updating map of the galaxy. It's quite beautiful to look at. Priority alerts from the Republic Network are accessible at the HoloNet console. Long-range communications are available via the Holo Terminal. And finally, the ship's intercom will inform your crew that you wish to meet. Do you have any questions, Master?
Prep the ship for flight. We're leaving shortly.
The ship is fueled and ready, Master. There are just a few final points we should review first. As you can see, I am not equipped for physical danger. My function is to maintain the starship as your home away from home. I am happy to assist you with any non-hazardous task, of course. I pride myself on the utmost attention to detail.
Add a little armor, some combat protocols, and a blaster, and you just might be worth something.
Master, please. Any non-factory modification will void my warranty. Whenever you are ready to depart, consult the galaxy map on the bridge. The ship's computers will handle the rest.
Calling Coruscant Spaceport Authority. Am I clear to depart?
We've cleared the board for you, Master Jedi. Good flying. Good to hear from you. The Council has sensed your arrival on Taris. An intriguing world.
I've only heard rumors about some sort of terrible disaster.
Centuries ago, Taris was like Coruscant, a vibrant city world. Then, a powerful Sith Lord destroyed the cities of Taris in a single day. They became dark, polluted swamplands. But the Republic has been restoring them, with the help of Master Sin Tychon. Master Tychon is an expert in this wilderness. We had received regular reports from him, but he has fallen silent.
You think Master Tychon suffers from the same illness as Master Yuan Par?
We fear so, yes. Master Tychon was working closely with his Padawan, Eris Varanel, and also a captain in the Republic Expeditionary Forces, Captain Nelix. Eris and Captain Nelix are at the Republic base. They should be able to help find Master Tychon.
With the Force on my side, I'll find him.
If Master Tychon is ill, shield him if possible, and try to learn more about this Plague Master. We will be waiting on your word. Good luck.
Welcome back, Master.
Hold a moment, please. Strom.
Scanning. Confirmed. It's her, all right.
Welcome to Taris, Master Jedi. Apologies for the delay, but Governor Suresh requests your help with some security issues on the reconstruction project.
You wouldn't need a Jedi's assistance for a simple security matter.
I wouldn't call this one simple.
Taris is substantially more hazardous than initial reports had suggested. The specifics aren't common knowledge off-world, but
we're trying to rebuild a planet covered with toxic junk and diseased carnivorous monsters. And it ain't working.
Governor Suresh has plans to alleviate some of these issues, but they require highly skilled individuals to carry out. Individuals like you.
I'll be glad to pitch in.
Terrific. The governor will want to go over the plans with you in detail. I'll let her know to expect you right away.
Your help will make a big difference to the people here. Thanks.
Good luck.
We've been waiting weeks, and those things are still swarming our property while you sorry excuses for defenders of the Republic sun yourself on the base.
This is a military operation, sir. This planet hasn't been cleared for civilian occupancy.
My brother didn't mean to be insulting, but for 3 centuries our family has dreamt of reclaiming our place on Taris, and now to be stopped by those things.
What's this all about?
Their old estate's off base, so we got no way to secure it.
Taris is our home. We're not gonna wait until the army takes its pick of the planet and then throws us the scraps.
The Republic validated our records, but some outlaws set up a camp there. They've got security droids all around the perimeter.
You need something dangerous cleared out first?
It's not raccoons or anything. There's someone living there. Sentience.
They've got security droids all around the perimeter. It's a war zone. We almost got killed entering our own property.
The Republic will respond to all such claims of hostile, non-indigenous life forms based on strategic value.
I'd like to help, any way I can.
Yes, tell this coward we're the rightful owners, and he has to help us.
You want to explore? You look like you can handle it, but it's your choice.
Would you really be willing to take such a risk for us?
Your claim seems just.
Great. They're all yours then. You find anything important, you can fill out a form at HQ.
All we need is to get those blasted droids cleared out and find out who's controlling them. I can handle the rest.
This is crazy. We'd have noticed any unusual activity from Master Tyken, but the Council says we... Ah, here she is. I'm Captain Nellix, Republic Expeditionary Forces.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure's mine. My men will be glad there's another Jedi around. Master Tyken's been a big help.
This has to be a mix-up. My master is a renowned Kalish scout, a truly gifted pathfinder. Padawan Eris Varanel, at your service.
I have to see your master, Eris. If he's ill, only the Force can heal him.
But that's what we don't understand. Master Tyken isn't ill at all.
She's right. When the Council called, Master Tyken had just left with a research expedition. If he's gone rogue, it's news to us.
I'd like to diagnose Master Tyken in person.
Sure. The Council wouldn't send you if they didn't think their intel was good, right?
Regardless, I'm sure Master Tyken will want to meet you. I'll try and reach him.
Captain Alex, we need backup. They're gone, sir. They're all gone. Captain, can you read me?
What the? That's the Expedition Guardsman, Sergeant Valoy. Where's Tyken?
There must have been an accident. Those ruins are always shifting.
Their transmission got out. The team might still be okay.
I'll get a rescue team scrambled. No, damn. I'll never get them out there in time.
Take a deep breath, Captain. I'll get those men back safely.
Yes, right. Thank you. Meantime, I'll put a team together. Here, take a copy of the expedition's map to guide you. Watch yourself. There's more than pollution in those swamps.
Master Tyken's out in them too. I hope the Force is watching you both, for Taris' sake. Sorry, the camp's full. No room, no nothing. Wait, you're not refugees. Why are you here?
I'm a Jedi. I go where I'm needed.
Well, we needed you a week ago. First, the scavengers attacked us. Then the local troops forced us out of our homes. While one side's looting, the other's bombing. And we get to sit in a tent and hope.
It's better to move you here than leave you on a battlefield.
They didn't have to drag us out in the middle of the night like they did. They could have let us grab a few things. My mom's in shock, barely leaves our tent. The whole camp's just waiting to go back to the settlement, but the scavengers are still there, probably looting left and right.
I could check out your home, see if it's still standing.
Hey, did you say you're going to her house?
Someone's going to the settlement? Get me my land speeder.
My farming droids are still out there. Oh, and my sonic washer. Hey, Bada, get out here. Someone's making a trip.
All of you, back off. We do this one at a time, or nobody gets anything. This could take a while. Are you still in?
Just everyone can't talk at once.
Okay, one at a time. You get one item, one portable item. Make it count.
I want my digging tools. I don't know how long we'll be here, and if we're going to build or grow anything, we'll need them.
All I hear all day is dumb boys fighting because there's nothing to do. I've got a box with 10 custom Pazak decks. Bring those.
I got a micro generator in my toolbox. Bring the toolbox and we can plug in everything electric.
I've spent years working on a novel in my spare time. It's on data file. I'm sure it won't have been stolen.
And what I need is our Nadu seeds. Just a few packets would go a long way. It'd mean everything to my mother. Please, hurry.
You don't look like a pirate. You're not a pirate, are you? Please tell me you're not a pirate.
Don't mind him, Jedi. Pirates attacked our settlement and fed his family to the Rakghouls. None of us have been the same, really. Perhaps you can help us?
Nobody should go through what this man has. Tell me what I can do.
First pirate that crosses my path, bang! Feed him to the Rakghouls. See how he likes it.
Look, maybe he's not all there, but all of us know how he feels. We built a settlement out here. We defended it from Rakghouls. We started families. And those pirates attacked and took everything. It's hard not to want revenge. But mostly we just need to move on. Start a new settlement on a different part of the planet, maybe.
I'm here to help. Is there anything I can do?
We had equipment at our camp that made Taris livable. Protected us from the Rakghouls. If we can get that equipment back, we can start over. Maybe start to forget and heal. Can you help?
Of course I'll do it.
Kugdichoski nawi kuchusi yomaka chi pompota. Chupichuta, kasoyeli choirato kabachuta. Le jabanon batava ala kiti konya, chidunek nanoya. We must learn the truth of this.
Hold. We have no more with which to defend ourselves. You have left us helpless before the Rakghouls and everything that haunts this planet. My people are refugees, survivors of the battle on Coruscant. Would you turn us out of yet another home?
The owners have been waiting for centuries to return here.
So many men are here to reclaim this planet who know nothing of its past. Ancient Taris was a blight on the Republic, the black mark on its reputation for freedom.
As far as I know, it was some Outer Rim nothing until the Empire blew it up.
Humans on Taris did as they do on all planets. They seized the surface, claimed Taris's wealth, and forced every other species underground. Every meter of land owned by a human was probably seized from another species, just as this was seized from my ancestors. I have their documents. So old they were kept in printed form. Read them yourself if you doubt me.
What happened? There must have been a reason.
It was about money, of course. A human governor cut taxes to favor his people, and when others rebelled, they were the ones punished. I think the claim was, aliens are dangerous to Tarisian trade. If you have any sympathy for our cause, perhaps there is something you can do? We are alone and at the Republic's mercy.
I would not wish to see you turned away from your home.
I thank you for softening your heart to my story. I will tell my people to begin repairs on our droids.
Excellent job. We could smell the smoking metal corpses from here.
I told him that's not really possible.
So who are the crooks who set themselves up on our property? Did you drive them off?
I took out the droids, but it won't be safe to live there.
What are you talking about?
Is it the Rakghouls? Monsters? I told you we should have waited until the planet was open to settlers.
It's been 300 years. Give up on Taris and start over.
No! I'm not just going to give up like this.
We've got no choice, Relis. We can't do this on our own. We'll be on the next ship out. It was kind of crazy to think we'd get our dream after 300 years. That only happens in stories.
Hey, good job. Both on the droids and getting to the bottom of that mess. Terrace politics. Huh. Who cares about this dump anyway? Brass called me when you left. Wanted to see if your work's as good as your rep.
Remember, the Force is my ally.
Captain Childress is gonna love that attitude. He's got something for you to do, and he said to pass the word. If you're interested, go look him up. His office is at HQ, other side of the base. Tell him you're the one who ran off the Brat Brigade.
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes.
It's amazing, isn't it? To stand at the site of such history. The fall of Taris has always cast a shadow over the Republic. So many millions of our people are descended from the refugees who fled its destruction, and we've carried its effects for far too long.
Are you talking about something specific?
I'm sorry, I'm Dr. Synoda. I have made it my life's work to cure Kolu syndrome, a rare cancer that affects only the descendants of Tarisian refugees. But I have reached the limits of what I can do without the original settlers' medical records. I came here to access the systems in Taris's old general hospital, but I, underestimated the dangers.
It sounds like a worthy cause. Is there a way I can assist?
Master Jedi, I am honored by your interest. Please go to the old hospital. I have the plans here. There are emergency generators that may still work. If you bring them up, we can download the old records. Bring them back, and you could save millions of people from a life of pain and early death.
Hey there, Captain Childress. I want to thank you for taking the time to see me. You did nice work on that land claim mess. Like we flew this many troops to the armpit of the galaxy so some kids could play pioneer. It'll take way more than it's worth to make this planet livable. Only thing interesting about Taris is that it's the worst failure the Republic's ever had.
I don't know much about Taris's history.
Way back when, the Sith were searching for a Jedi here. When they couldn't find her, they tried destroying the entire planet. The Jedi escaped, but millions of people died an ugly flaming death. The Empire tried the same thing on Coruscant in the last war. 300 years after Taris, we still don't know squat about how to defend against a bombardment once ships are in low orbit.
Look to the past, to reclaim the future.
If you mean studying dusty records might save my men's lives, you got that right. I sent commandos to defend a research team at the crash site of the Endar Spire, the last Republic warship shot down over this planet. If we're lucky, that ship recorded the whole bombardment. But my teams lost contact, which means there are desk jockeys in the wild with the most valuable data on Taris.
If they've still got comms, tell them help is on the way.
The crash site's a ways out, fast as you can make it. I don't know if we've got survivors. Research team's your number 2 priority. Data's the most important thing. Take anything the Endar Spire recorded to Commander Viki at the outpost.
Thank you for coming so fast. I told you the commander would send someone, Gartha.
Ha! You think they're from base? You ever seen a regulation group of soldiers look like that?
Okay, maybe, but that doesn't mean they can't help us. Please, sirs, have any of you ever faced a rat ghoul?
I wouldn't be much of a Jedi if I let a beast scare me off.
Really? Because they're the most terrifying things I've ever seen. Dragged down 3/4 of our team before we could do anything. We're a Republic archaeological salvage team. They call us the corpse counters because we're cataloging the bodies from the bombardment.
We were in an old Zucca works pipe this morning when those monsters came out of nowhere. They killed our guards and half a dozen of our team.
They might not be dead. We ran, we didn't see. Could you please just check if anyone survived?
If there is any chance your friends live, they deserve every effort to save them.
Thank you. I'm honored that you would help us. We were in the Zerka Works pipeline. If you go soon, there may still be someone there.
No, there's no hope for our friends now. But maybe you can make those monsters pay for what they did.
Lieutenant Carlslow, I'm all that's left of Commander Childress's 5th Detail. Please, tell me you're our reinforcement.
Childress sent us. You got trouble?
Give me a moment. All's clear, guys, and we've got some muscle from back on base. This is what's left of our research team. The others got ambushed while working. Scavengers must have guessed we were after something good. We need to hold them off long enough for the research team to recover and download that data.
This will prove no challenge for a Jedi.
Okay, data's priority 1. Everybody into the ship! Go! If you hadn't come when you did, those would be our smoking corpses there, no question. Unfortunately, we're not done. Not until this Rex data is in the hands of Commander Viqui.
Give me what you have. I'll get it to the commander.
We've recovered all the high-priority info. If you run that to the outpost, I'll hold off what's left of the scavengers until our reinforcements arrive.
估計亦能贏佢嘅行場，以望接觸。
If you hadn't come when you did, those would be our smoke.
Give me...
If you have any questions about military operations on... Wait, are you the ones who recovered the Endar Spire data?
I've yet to face anything I can't overcome.
The data from the Endar Spire will be invaluable to the Republic's war efforts. Lieutenant Karlsu tells me there's close surveillance footage of the Imperial warships.
The Force reaches out to correct its own imbalance.
Well, whether it does or not, I'm going to keep helping it along. Thank you for your service. Republic intelligence has been waiting for this data since the bombardment fell.
As you can see by the data, there is no disease in known space that propagates as quickly as the Tarisian Rakul plague. Even one individual Rakul can start a pandemic, as we have observed in 81 colonies to date. Until a vaccine can be widely distributed, it is highly doubtful that any civilian colonization effort will yield lasting results. Thank you.
If you're working on a vaccine, I'd like to help.
Working on is a generous term. The last breakthrough in Rakul plague research was 3 centuries ago. HoloNet archives say a Dr. Forn developed a Rakghoul serum vaccine just hours before the bombardment. I've been trying to acquire this serum, but short of putting a blaster to someone's head, that's not going to happen.
What makes you think that?
There's a pirate camp not far from here. They went after the ruins of Sepinek Memorial Hospital. Sepinek was well preserved. If there's Rakghoul serum to be found, it'd be there. I asked Commander Viki to step in, but since it wasn't a Republic hospital, the pirates have legal salvage rights.
I'll see what they want in trade for this serum.
That's extremely brave of you. The Death's Claw pirate gang robs anything that talks and shoots anything that doesn't. I can't say what will be required to get this done, but this plague has infected half a planet's worth of people. So if that serum shows up on my lab table, it'd be unethical to throw it away for any reason. I hope my position is clear.
This is for you, Gartha. I saw you ahead of me there, before the pack cut us off. Just want to tell you, you're wrong. The dead do care what happens to them after they die. I'm one of them now. I hear those monsters sniffing for me in the dark, and I know I'll be with the dead before anyone comes for us. And I do care. But I'd rather lie here 1,000 years undiscovered than have some greedy son of a hut like you dig me up just to see what I've got that's worth stealing. I hope someone else finds this and makes you pay for your crimes, like I'm about to pay for mine.
You picked the wrong medbay to rob, Vac-Brain. There's gonna be 200 Death's Claw pirates coming through that door.
I was hoping this wouldn't come to violence.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you see these guys lying here? They've got the Rak Ghoul plague. You touch me, and they'll be on you like hots on a buffet. Except, you know, faster. And don't think they're incapacitated. Oh, no. They just look that way. I've got a serum you wouldn't believe.
I'd heard you dug something up. I'm going to need it.
Yeah, we've been using it to, Whoa, wait. No, you don't. No, you can't take it. These people are infected. If you cut off my supply of serum, these guys are gonna turn. You know what that means? I'm gonna have to shoot them all in the head before they try to eat my liver.
You're a doctor, right? Synthesize some more.
With what? My state-of-the-art facilities? I can only use what I find, and we don't find much.
The only place I can think of that might have some left is the ruins of Dynamet General. The place was basically Ghoul Town. You want serum, you get it there, and leave us alone.
I'd better not come to regret this.
No, the stuff is down there, I swear, on my medical license. The real one.
Report your ailments. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Welcome back. Let's get those serum samples analyzed and see what we've got. Well, thank the Force for good Taresian storage technology. I wasn't sure anything would still be viable after 3 centuries. While we wait, is there a cost to these samples I should be aware of? A deal with a pirate crew, perhaps?
There was some unavoidable violence on the way in.
I see. Then if it didn't happen in a plastic beaker, don't tell me about it. Here we are. Fortunately, the plague is so virulent it cultures very rapidly. Bad news. The serum you recovered looks like it was effective 300 years ago, but the Rakul plague has mutated since then. This serum will only provide effective immunity for extraordinarily healthy individuals.
How do we make it stop modern Rakuls?
Manufacturing a true vaccine requires what we call a lucky survivor, someone whose system has made antibodies to the plague. We haven't had a survivor yet, for obvious reasons, but this serum might provide the link we need. If I infected an extraordinary individual protected by the serum, I could collect the antibodies and make an effective vaccine.
If it means we can someday wipe those things from the planet, sign me up.
Well, and I had this whole speech ready. All right. We have a medical droid, CB-084, set up to observe Rakuls in the field. He'll be able to collect the antibodies and slow any potential complications. After I give you the serum, go out there and test it.
Inject us and let's get going.
I hope the Force is with you.
What do you think, Con?
The foundation of the Taris Chemworks factory cannot be repaired. I expect total collapse within 2 weeks. Once the building falls, the stored chemicals will flood this area. They are highly toxic to humans. I am sorry.
I'll make sure there are speeders on hand, but we can't just pack up and go. Do what you can.
As always, I will pursue an alternative. Master Jedi, forgive my inattentiveness. I am honored by your presence, though I advise you not to stay long.
You were talking about evacuation. What's going on?
Many of these ruins are unstable. A nearby structure used for chemical storage is on the verge of crumbling. As I was explaining to my colleague, there is only one way to remove the chemicals before they spill. A burn-off. A well-armed demolitions team could reach the structure and incinerate the chemical stockpiles. I can provide the incendiaries. Unfortunately, no team is available.
I'd like to help, any way I can.
Your generosity is considerable. You should know, however, between the structural instability, the toxicity levels, and the incendiary chemicals, the mission does carry substantial risk. It is nonetheless urgent. You are not a demolitions team, I fully recognize this. But if you could arrange the burn-off, I would humbly welcome your aid.
Excuse me, friends. I'm told you're among the Republic's most reliable operatives here. Have you heard anything about titroxinate being sold on the black market?
What's titroxinate?
Titroxinate was the pre-patent name for the weaponized agent we think was responsible for the Rakghoul plague. The Empire could fashion it into a terrible weapon, turning us soldiers into monsters and setting them against us.
Where's the arms dealer who's selling this stuff?
I'm more worried about its source. Trace the original titroxinate samples to an old Chemworks factory. It's overrun with Nexu. We can't get near it. If you can retrieve any canisters that remain, the Republic will see you're well rewarded for your effort.
These are all the medical records I could find. Thank you. I am sure you have braved many higher-profile dangers, but you will never do anything more important. You have saved countless lives. One of them may well be mine. My ancestors fled Taris 300 years ago, and my family still carries their curse. I thank you. You're back, and I don't see anyone with you. Did you... are they?
Dead? What did you think? The Rakghouls would buy them flowers and send them home?
I'm sorry. Your friends are gone, but I made sure those Rakghouls will never kill again.
Cold comfort. There's probably another swarm already moving in.
Excuse me, I should call the base, tell their families what happened.
I'm putting in for a transfer. No job is worth this.
I hear you've found a way to make it worth your while.
What did you find? Was Elizu alive? What did that lying coward say about me?
He said you've been stealing from the dead.
So dramatic. It's nothing big. The corpses are still filed. The data is preserved. It was just stuff. Jewelry mostly. no one was going to miss it. You're talking about people who died generations ago.
We'll see if you think prisoners have as few rights as the dead.
Very funny.
The commander's sending a team to retrieve the bodies. Thank you for doing what you could.
I also uncovered Gartha's crime. He's been stealing off the bodies.
How could you? You told me those boxes were going to the Republic Archive.
Yeah, so I lied. What, you going to turn me in for that too?
We'll work this out later. We've asked enough of your time. Although, if you have a moment...
You sound like there's something more on your mind.
Okay, this'll sound crazy, but there's more Rakghouls at our grave sites than any of the Republic target zones.
Ah, they're just drawn to the noise and the smell of flesh.
We're not any noisier or fleshier than a platoon of soldiers. I think they're protecting their ancestors.
Ancestors?
See, Rakghouls descend from sentience. It's a disease, one we know little about. But if my theory is correct, it'll be our first insight into how they think. This could be a first step toward taking the planet back from them.
Only if we look through their eyes can we understand what they see.
I kind of hope they're really the beasts they seem. Imagine if there's still a sentient person trapped inside.
What? You're not sending them to the bombardment site, are you? That place is so thick with Rakghouls you can see them from orbit.
Don't you interfere. We know what you think of the people of Taris. I am right about this. Why else would they be so determined to guard the bombardment sites? If you could get samples from both the Rakghouls and the skeletons at one of the main sites, we could see if they're related.
We must learn the truth of this.
Ah, this is ridiculous. Are you really going to take up more of their time with your crazy theories?
You don't tell me what to do anymore. We know how you feel about the people of Taris. Please don't let Gartha discourage you. This is important. And I don't think there's anyone else on this planet willing to brave those Rakghouls to find out. I'll be waiting to hear what you find.
Ah, I see your infection is progressing. Hold still while I take samples for analysis. While I transmit the data to Dr. Sell, there are some questions I should ask. Do you have any of the following symptoms? Dizziness, fever, shortness of breath, an inexhaustible hunger for sentient flesh?
I could go for a Nerf burger. That doesn't count, right?
I will note it on your chart. Ah, here's Dr. Sell.
Good news. Your antibody count is off the charts. I'll start work on a vaccine immediately. You are remarkably brave. Our progress has just jumped forward by years. While you recuperate, I'm going to transmit the usual secrecy agreements. Just use your thumbprint to sign on the sensor.
I'm not exactly clear on what you're talking about.
Soldiers first, and when it's proven, sell it to colonists. Until then, it's under wraps. We don't want the Exchange or the Sith funding some horrible operation with an underground version.
Lives will be lost while this profit is being made.
Tell me something I don't know. Every week we hear another Rakul horror story. But every colonist on the planet is going to want this vaccine. How do I tell my superiors we gave up that kind of money?
If you get a sample to the Jedi, I bet they'd find someone to make it fast.
I'll keep that in mind. We'll get this cure out one way or another. Thanks for putting yourself on the line for this. Would have taken years to do it the safe way. I don't know if Taris will ever be what it was, but now, at least, there's hope.
Master Jedi, what brings you to our small corner of Republic space? This is such a great, great honor.
Even a forgotten planet can harbor dark secrets.
Well, whatever brings you here, I suggest you don't stay long. We barely got stores enough for our station soldiers, much less visitors. At this rate, I've got men scalping ration cubes for a half-week's salary.
If the outpost's in trouble, I'd be happy to help.
I just might take you up on that. Our bases here are far from self-sufficient. We're not farmers, and there's no existing infrastructure here to work with. We're at the mercy of our supply ships. And this month's just went nose down in some of the worst territory on Taris.
Where's the ship? I don't care if it's at the bottom of a swamp.
The Republic thanks you for your service. Our men tried to reach the ship once, but they turned back after taking serious casualties. They said it's more than just rat ghouls, but couldn't make an ID. If you still want to go, you'll need to talk to our quartermaster at the supply shed across the base. She's got the exact coordinates of the crash.